Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is we're going to determine the standard form of an equation of a line given the slope and y-intercept. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So I will give you 5 examples class for you to really understand this one class. And we'll be answering this one class step by step. Alright, so before we answer number 1 class is we need to recall first what is the standard form equation of a line. And this will be the standard form, so I will just put SF. We don't have enough space class, so standard form equation of a line. That would be AX plus BY equals C. Now to find the equation of the line class, if you have given slope and then y-intercept, we will be using class the slope-intercept form. And this will be the equation for slope-intercept form. We have y equals mx plus b. So to find the equation class, simply substitute the value of m and then the value of b. Once again class b, that would be the y-intercept, and then m, that would be the slope. Alright, so let's start with example number 1 class. So our given slope, we have negative 5. Alright, and then our given y-intercept, or we can write this one b. Once again class b is equal to y-intercept. The value of b, that would be positive 2. And then simply substitute the value of m and then the value of b in this given equation. And then afterwards, we transform this equation into standard form. Alright, so simply copy y. So copy y equals the value of m. That would be negative 5. Once again, let's simply substitute the value of m. That would be negative 5. So negative 5. Sir, where did you get negative 5? That would be the value of m class. Simply substitute the value of m. That would be negative 5. Copy x. And then the value of b, that would be positive 2. Once again, class b is the y-intercept, y-intercept, that would be positive 2. So copy positive 2. Alright, now since we need to have this equation, standard form, equation of a line, so therefore we need to transpose x from right to left. Once again, class, this is your equal sign, this is left, and then this is right. Once again, x and y will be on the left side of this equal sign. So therefore, we need to transpose this negative 5x from right to left. Once again, class, we need to transpose this negative 5x from right to left. Now, once you transfer an expression from this equal sign, you always change the sign, class. So simply transpose this negative 5x from right to left. Now, this is negative 5x. It will become positive 5x. Alright, let's do that. So copy, this will be positive 5x. We transpose negative 5x from right to left. Once we transfer, we change the sign. This is negative, it will become positive 5x. Simply copy y. Once again, class, do not transpose y because y is on the left side of this equal sign. Once again, class, y is on the left side of this equal sign. Our equal sign, this is left, and then this is right. So y is already on the left side, so simply copy positive y. Do not change the sign, class, of y. So simply copy positive y, copy equal sign, and then simply copy 2, positive 2. Once again, class, do not transpose 2 from right to left because 2 is already on the right side. The constant, class, is on the right side of this standard form. So we have ax plus by, so 5x plus y equals c, that would be the constant. That would be positive 2. Do not change the sign, class, of 2 because 2 is on the right side. Once again, this is left and then this is right. We transpose negative 5x from right to left. It will become positive 5x. We simply copy y because y is on the left side. So this is left and then this is right. So simply copy y. And then positive 2, simply copy because 2 is still on the right side. That would be positive 2. And that's it, class. This is the answer, class, with regards to example number 1. We have 5x plus y equals 2. And that would be the standard form, class. Easy, right? That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 1. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 2. Or we can write our answer here. For number 1, we have 5x plus y equals positive 2. That's it, class. All set. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 2. Alright, so example number 2, our given slope, the value of m, that would be 4, and then the value of y-intercept, that would be negative 3. So, slope is 4, and then the value of b, or the y-intercept, that would be negative 3. Alright, so simply copy y. Simply substitute the value of m, that would be positive 4. Simply copy x. And then the value of b, that would be negative 3. Once again, class, b or y-intercept, that would be the same, class. y-intercept is negative 3, therefore the value of b, that would be negative 3. Alright, and then we simply transpose this x from right to left. This is positive, it will become negative. Alright, so this will be negative 4x. Simply copy y, do not change the sign because y is still on the left side. Once again, this is left, and then this will be right. So simply copy y. Alright, and then copy equal sign. Do not change the sign of negative 3 because negative 3 is still on the right side of this equal sign. Simply copy negative 3. Alright, in our equation, we have negative 4x plus y equals negative 3. Now, since the standard form class, the number before x, that would be a, the numerical coefficient is positive. Once again, class, this is positive ax plus by equals c. The number class before x is positive. Therefore, class, since this is negative 4x, we need to multiply both sides by negative 1. Because negative 1 times negative 4, it will become positive 4. Once again, class, we need to have positive number before x. Now, since this is negative 4, we need to multiply both sides by negative 1. So, once again, class, you will do this one, class, if the number before x is negative number, you need to multiply both sides, class, by negative 1. Because negative times negative, that would be positive. So, simply multiply both sides by negative 1. Once you multiply negative 1 on the left, you also do that on the right to make the equation balance. Alright, so this will be negative 1 times negative 4, that would be positive 4. Negative times negative, that would be positive. 1 times 4, that would be 4. Simply copy x. Alright, once again, class, you need to do derivative property. Because this is binomial, we have two terms. Negative 4x and then y, we have two terms. So we need to do derivative property. So negative times negative, that would be positive. 1 times 4 is 4, simply copy x. And then negative 1 times y, that would be negative y. Once again, guys, negative 1 times y. Understood that there's 1 here. Negative 1 times positive 1, that would be negative 1. Simply copy y. Alright, so that's why you have negative y or negative 1y is just the same with negative y. Understood that there's 1 here. Okay, so negative 1 times y, that would be negative y. And then this one on the right, negative 3 times negative 1, negative times negative is positive. 3 times 1 is 3. That's it, class. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 2. All set. Alright, so our answer, we have 4x minus y equals 3. That's it, class. All set. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 3. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 3. The value of the slope, that would be 2 over 5. And then the value of the y-intercept, or the value of b, that would be negative 8. So we have 2 over 5 and then negative 8. Alright, so simply copy y and then simply substitute the value of m, that would be 2 over 5. Simply copy x. And then the value of b, that would be negative 8. Alright, so once again, this is left and then this is right. We need to follow this format, the standard form. X and y will be on the left side of this equal sign. So x is on the right, therefore we need to transpose x from right to left. So transpose x from right to left. Once you transfer from this equal sign, you change the sign. This is positive, 2 over 5x, it will become negative 2 over 5 and then x. And then for y is still on the left side of the equal sign. Y will be on the left side. So do not transpose y, simply copy y. Do not change the sign because y is still on the left side. So simply copy positive y, copy equal sign. And then for 8, for the constant will be on the right. Now, negative 8 is on the right side of this equal sign. Simply copy negative 8. Alright, now the problem here, class, is we have a denominator of 5. In the standard form, class, we don't have a fraction with regards to our numerical coefficient. Once again, class, ax plus by equals c. C is the constant, right? C is the constant. So this is the constant. And then a and b, that would be the numerical coefficient. Those are the number, class. Okay, once again, class, a and b, that would be the numerical coefficients. Now, in the numerical coefficients, class, with regards to standard form, we don't have a fraction. Now, since this is a fraction, class, we need to eliminate this denominator to make this one a whole number. Once again, class, this is a fraction, we need to eliminate the denominator. And then the value, class, with regards to x, ax, the number before x, that would be positive number. We have positive ax. Once again, class, we have positive ax. The number Before x, it will be a positive number. Now, since this is a negative number, we need to multiply both sides by a negative number because negative times negative, that would be positive. Once again, I hope you're not confused, class. In the standard form, class, the value of a and the value of b, that would be a whole number. Now, the problem, class, we have a fraction. Now, we need to eliminate this denominator. We need to remove this denominator, class. Now, to remove the denominator, class, is we need to multiply both sides by 5. We need to multiply both sides by 5. Question, sir. Why is it 5, sir? Because we can just simply cancel this out. Because 5 multiplied by 2 over 5. Once again, class, this is negative. Therefore, we need to multiply both sides. It should be negative 5. Because negative times negative, that would be positive. If this is positive, class, positive 2 over 5, simply multiply this one by positive 5. Because we can just simply cancel this out. Okay, sir, why we can cancel this out? Let's do that one, class. We can just simply cancel this out, class, and then the answer is 2. Because 5 divided by 5, that would be equal to 1. Or if you want the long method, let's do that one, class. Long method. 5 multiplied by 2 over 5. Any whole number, once again, any whole number, understood that there's 1, right? Denominator of 1. If you want the long method, 5 times 2, that would be 10. Multiply the denominators, multiplication of fractions, multiply the numerators, 5 times 2 is 10. Multiply the denominators, 1 times 5, that would be 5. Simply divide 10 divided by 5, that would be equal to 2. And the answer, class, is a whole number. That would be 2. Now, it will take time, class, if you do it this way, the long method. You can just simply cancel this out, class. 5 multiplied by 2 over 5, we can just simply cancel this out. Because 5 divided by 5, that would be equal to 1. You can just simply cancel this out and the answer is 2. You will have the same answer, class. So therefore, class, to eliminate this denominator, we need to multiply both sides by 5. Now, since this is negative 2 over 5x, we need to multiply both sides by negative 5. Why is that, sir? Because negative times negative, that would be positive. Once again, class, negative times negative, it will become positive. The number before x, it should be a positive number. Now, since this is a negative 2 over 5, this is a fraction, and then negative, we need to multiply both sides by negative because negative times negative, that would be positive. So, we need to multiply both sides by negative 5 so that we can cancel this out. Okay, we can cancel this out. We explained that a while ago. 5 multiplied by 2 over 5, the answer is 2. We can just simply cancel this out. And then negative times negative, that would be positive. And then 5 times 2 over 5, the answer is 2. We multiplied that a while ago, right? 5 times 2 over 5, we can just simply cancel it out. And that would be 2. Simply copy x. Alright, once again, class, I hope you're not confused, class. Negative times negative, that would be positive. 5 times 2 over 5, simply cancel, class. Simply cancel, and the answer is 2. So that would be positive because negative times negative, that would be positive. Simply copy 2, copy x. And then once again, do not forget, class, distributive property. Because this is binomial, we have two terms. Negative 5 times y, negative 5 times positive y, that would be negative 5y. I hope you're not confused, class. Negative 5 times y, understood that there's 1 here. So this is negative 5. Negative 5 times 1, that would be negative 5. Simply copy y. Negative times positive, that would be negative. 5 times 1 is 5. Simply copy y. Alright, so negative 5y, copy equals sign, and then negative 8 times negative 5, that would be positive 40. Negative times negative is positive, 8 times 5 is 40. That's it, class. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 3. Quite complicated, right? Once again, class, if you multiply negative 5 on the left side, you also do that on the right side to make the equation balance. That would be the same number, class. So negative 5 and then negative 5. Multiply left and right. Okay, so once again, class, I hope you're not confused, class, with regards to example number 3. If you have some questions with this one, class, do not hesitate to ask. You put your question on the comments section down below. So therefore, our answer, we have positive 2x, copy negative 5y, equals positive 40. All set. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 3. Quite complicated, right? For example number 3. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 4. More complicated example, class, with regards to example number 4. Alright, let's do that. We have two fractions for example number 4. Alright, let's do that, class. Example number 4. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 4. Our given slope, we have negative 5 over 4. So we have negative 5 over 4. And then the value of b, or the y-intercept, that would be 3 over 2. So we do have two fractions, so more complicated example. Alright, let's do that. So copy y, copy equal sign, the value of the slope, that would be negative 5 over 4. Copy x. The value of the y-intercept, or the value of b, that would be 3 over 2. So positive 3 over 2. Alright, so once again, we need to transpose x from right to left. Once you transfer from this equal sign, you change the sign. So this is negative 5 over 4x. It will become positive 5 over 4x. Simply copy positive y. And then copy equal sign. Once again, plus we transpose negative 5 over 4x. From right to left, we change the sign. This is negative. It will become positive 5 over 4x. And then for y, simply copy y. Do not change the sign of y. Y is still on the left side. So simply copy positive y. And then simply copy 3 over 2. Positive 3 over 2. Because 3 over 2 is still on the right of the equal sign. So still on the right of the equal sign. Alright, so once again, class, we do have a problem because we have a denominator. In standard form, the value of a, the value of b, and the value of c, it should be a whole number. Now, since this is a fraction, class, we need to eliminate the denominator. Once again, class, we're not allowed, class, to have a fraction for the value of a, value of b, and then the value of c. Now, since this is a fraction, class, we need to eliminate the denominator. Now, how will you eliminate the denominator? You need to find, class, the LCD. Once again, class, we need to find the LCD of 4 and 2. Just remember, class, the LCD, the least common denominator. Once again, class, the least common denominator, LCD. So, what will be the LCD of 4 and 2? You think of a number, class, in which that number is divisible by 4, that number is divisible by 2. Once again, class, you think of a least number, the smallest number, class, or the least number, in which that number is divisible by 4, that number is divisible by 2. What do you mean by that one, sir? That number, class, can be divided by 4, that number can be divided by 2. What's the answer, class? That's correct. It should be 4, right? The LCD of 4 and 2. Once again, class, the LCD of 2 and 4, that would be 4. Do not select 2, class. Once again, class, do not select 2. Because you cannot divide 2 by 4. Once again, class, if you multiply both sides by 2, you can never cancel this out, class. You can never divide 2 by 4. Okay, once again, class, that number can be divided by 4. That number can be divided by 2. You will never select 2, class, because 2 divided by 4, class, that cannot be. You will get a decimal answer. Once again, class, 2 divided by 4, that cannot be. So therefore, we need to find the LCD, the least common denominator, or the LCM, the least common multiple. Once again, class, you need to find the LCM. It should be LCM, class, not LCD. The least common multiple, LCM. If you still remember, class, during your elementary years, for 2, the LCM, or the multiples of 2, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. You still remember, class, the multiples of 2? 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8. And then the multiples of 4, we have 4, 8, 12, 16, and so on. 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12. Therefore, the LCM of 2 and 4, that would be 4, right? That's how you find the LCM, class, during your elementary years. But it will take time, class. That's why, class, to find the LCM, simply think it this way, class. You find a number, the least number, in which that number is divisible by 4, that number is divisible by 2. That number can be divided by 4, that number can be divided by 2. Of course, that would be 4, right? Because we can divide 4 by 4, we can divide 4 by 2. Therefore, the LCM of 4 and 2, it should be 4, class. It's not 2, class. It should be 4. Once again, class, it should be LCM, not LCD, class. Least common denominator, it should be LCM. Least common multiple. I'm so sorry for that one, class. It should be LCM. So the LCM, that would be 4. Alright, now once you get the LCM, class, we can just simply cancel this out. We can multiply this one. So simply do distributive property. No need to change the sign, class. It should be positive because this is already positive. So multiply both sides by positive 4. And then simply do distributive property 4 times. So 4 times 5 over 4x. Alright, and then this one, so 4 plus, copy plus sign, 4 times y, so 4 times y. Let's do it step by step. And then this one, 4 times, or 3 over 2 times 4. Let's do that. That's okay. 3 over 2 times 4. Alright. So 4 times 5 over 4. We can just simply cancel this out. Once again, that's 4 multiplied by 5 over 4. We can just simply cancel this out. Or if you want the long method, 4 times 5 is 20. Understood that there's 1 here. 1 times 4, that would be 4. 20 divided by 4, that would be equal to 5. It will take time, class. That's why, class, you can just simply cancel this out. And that would be the answer, class, is 5. Simply copy 5. Cancel this out, the answer is 5. So cancel this out, the answer is 5x. Alright, and then this one, copy. 4 times y, that would be positive 4y. Once again, that's 4 times y, that would be positive 4y. Copy equals sign, and then we can cancel this out. 4 divided by 2, that would be 2. Once again, that's 4 divided by 2, that would be 2. And then 3 times 2, that would be 6. I'm sure, class, you will be confused with this one. Let me just explain this one, class, step by step. Sir, why do you cancel this out? Because we can divide 4 by 2. 4 divided by 2, that would be 2. Or if you want the long method, let's do that. Long method, 3 over 2 multiplied by 4. Understood that there's 1 here for the denominator. Any whole number, understood that there's a denominator of 1. 3 times 4, that would be 12. 2 times 1, that would be 2. 12 divided by 2, that would be 6. Once again, class, I hope you're not confused. Let me just explain that one, class. Let me just explain this one, class, step by step. 3 over 2 multiplied by 4. Understood that there's 1 here, right? 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times 1 is 2. 12 divided by 2, that would be equal to 6. And it will take time, class. That's why, class, I told you a while ago, you can just simply cancel this out. 4 divided by 2, simply divide. 4 divided by 2, that would be 2. So we cancel this out. Cancel 2. 4 divided by 2, that would be 2. And then 3 times 2, that would be equal to 6. You will have the same answer, class. If you're confused, class, go ahead, class. You can do this one, class. So 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times 1 is 2. 12 divided by 2, that would be equal to 6. Okay, I hope you're not confused with this one, class. Alright, so once again, we copy 5x. Copy positive 4y. 4 times y is 4y equals 3 times 2, that would be equal to 6. That's it, class. All set. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 4. We have 5x plus 4y equals 6. All set, class. All set. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 4. Alright, let's have our last example, class. Example number 5. What if the value of m is equal to 0? The slope, class, is 0. So how will you find the equation? Alright, let's do that. Example number 5. Last example, class. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 5. The value of m, or the slope, that would be 0. And then the value of y-intercept, or the value of b, that would be negative 9. Alright, so simply substitute the value of m. So copy y equals the value of m, that would be 0. And then simply copy x. So 0x, it means 0 times x. Once again, class, if you have a variable together with another variable, it means multiplication. If you have a number close to a variable, it means multiplication. Let's have an example, class. If you will say 3x, this is just the same, class, with 3 times x. Once again, class, if you have a number together with a variable, it means multiplication. 3 times x, class, is just the same with 3x. Now, if you have a variable together with another variable, example AB, a variable together with another variable close to each other, it means multiplication. A times B is just the same with AB. So therefore, if we have mx, it means m times x. The value of m, that would be 0, and then simply multiplied by x. M times x is just the same with mx. Mx is just the same with m times x. So the value of m, that would be 0 multiplied by x. Alright, so 0 times x, and then the value of b, that would be negative 9. Alright, now copy y equals 0 times x. Any number, any variable, any expression multiplied by 0, the answer is 0. So simply cancel this out, and then simply copy negative 9. That's it, class. This will be the equation, class. No other answer, class. This will be the equation, class, if the slope is 0. So our answer, we have y equals negative 9. That's the answer, class, with regards to example number 5. All set. Alright, so quite complicated, right? For example, number 3 and then number 4. So I hope you understand that one, class. If you have some questions, class, with regards to number 3 and then number 4, if you have given fractions, do not hesitate to ask, class. You put your question, class, on the comment section down below. We will be answering that one, class. Alright, so this will be our activity, class. You try this one. Let me check if you really understand our topic. I will give you 2 examples for your activity for you to really understand this one. Let me check, class. If you really understand this one, you try to answer this one, class. Number 1 and then number 2. So for number 2, we have a fraction. Alright, so once again, class, you try to answer this one. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. Once again, class, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.